Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is December 23rd and I'm making bacalaitos, something super simple, something I think every Spanish or every Puerto Rican knows how to make. This one is super simple. I'm gonna go by the way I make it, which is the way my mother makes it, and that's how I learned, and she learned it from her mother, and so on and so forth. Anyways, this is the face behind the camera. Thanks again for joining my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way when I put up a video, you guys get it first. Anyways, number one is I'm going to start. Doesn't have to be the brand. But I'm going to start by using boneless salted cod. So es filete abadejo salado, whatever. And this has been salted. Now what I'm doing is I washed the one that I'm making. I rinsed all that salt right out of it. And I put my bacalao inside a pot. I'm going to put some water and I am going to boil it. I'm going to boil it 3 separate times. I'm going to boil it once and I'm going to remove the water. I'm going to boil it a second time and I'm going to remove the water. And I'm going to boil it yet a third time. But the third time it's going to be a quick boil. And I'm going to remove the water, hit it with some cold water, so that way I can manage it with my hands. And after all that, then we're going to make a batter. For the batter, we're going to be using AP flour, all-purpose flour. We're also going to be using sofrito, because hello, AP flour, sofrito, some sazon, and some spices, some especias. And I'll see as I go what I'm going to add to it or what I'm not going to add to it. We'll see. But just join me. Follow me. Let's get this started. So for now, I'm just going to get this boiling. And I will just walk you right through it, okay? Thanks again. And don't forget to like. Okay, so at this moment, what I'm going to do, I have a bowl. I have some all-purpose flour. I'm going to actually scale this out. I'm going to grab some measuring cups and do this exactly by measurement. Even though I normally never do, I just eyeball everything. But we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and add 1, 2. I'm going to do around 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. If I need more, I'll add more in a moment. Then I'm going to grab my sofrito. I always try to do my sofrito homemade. In this case, it's my homemade sofrito. So I have my sofrito here. I'm also going to be using some water, some regular tap water. So we're gonna, let me grab a cup here and just do this really quickly. I'm gonna start by forming kind of like a little bit of a paste almost. Just a little bit. It's a paste now. I'm gonna need more water. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more water at the moment. The water, it's all on you. You want it to be the consistency of pancake batter, a very loose pancake batter, not some thick pancake batter. Anyway, so as you see here, now I'm going to add 1 little envelope of sazon. I said envelope of sazon with culantro en la chota. That means with the color. And we're going to stir it in. Automatically, it gives it that beautiful yellow bacalaito color. Next, we grab the tablespoon. Not the small spoon, but the tablespoon. And we're going to add 2 really big heaping spoons of this. Automatically, right there, it already looks like bacalaito. That's all the sofrito I'm going to add, but I am going to hit it. Not hit it, but yeah, I'm going to hit it with a little bit, and I'm looking for it, I'm sorry, of some oregano from my mama's garden. Just a little bit. You don't have to. Again, this is a meat thing. And a little bit of black pepper. And I am going to, again, now I am going to go ahead and add water. I'm making it a little looser because at this moment, I'm going to add my bacalao. And my bacalao has been cooling, and with my hands, I shred it. Okay, so I'm shredding it. In this case, the packet of bacalao that I'm using is 12 ounces. If you want more bacalao in it, you can add more bacalao. The reason I boil it is to try to remove the saltiness of the bacalao. And I'm going to just finish by adding the rest of it. And I am going to go ahead and give it a stir. Now, I don't finish there because I'm a little extra. So one of the extra things that I'd like to do to my bacalaito is that I do like to put a little bit of, what is it called? Of baking powder. Not a lot. Just like a half of a teaspoon or so of baking powder. Not baking soda, but baking powder as soon as I can find it because I have no idea where I put it. Oh, it's up here. About half of a teaspoon. Half of a teaspoon. Make sure you always level it off. Put it in there. Why? It really makes a difference. And I give it a little. And now, again, I'm a little extra. I'm going to give this masa a taste. Because since I took the salt out, I might have to add a little bit of salt. Because I took most of the salt out. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a little sprinkle of salt. And give it a stir. And this, my people, is your bacalaito batter. If you want it, I might add a little bit more water. It depends how thick you want your bacalaitos. Next, I'll show you exactly how I fry these. Okay, now I put a little bit of oil, not a lot, just a little bit. A lot of people tend to put too much oil, and they kind of like soak their bacalaitos, and you don't really need to. So we're gonna go ahead and do it with that same tablespoon. I'm gonna go ahead and add there. And what we could do is that we cook them until they're golden on one side, and then we give them a flip and cook them until they're golden on the next side. And then we put them on paper towels to drain. I mean, this is it's a great midnight snack. It's great because it's a little salty. It's not OD salty, but it's a little salty, and it just gives it that amazing flavor. Now, if you think that it's too thick, then you add more water. As it sits, it's gonna thicken up. So I mean, it's all on you. Right now, I'm just letting it do its thing, and I'm gonna show you really quick. I don't want to turn them yet, but they start to pretty much start to get their color pretty fast. And I'm using so pretty much we do this, and we want them with a little bit more color. We want it crunchy, a little crunchy. And we continue to cook them just like this, and I'll show you in a minute. So there you have bacalaitos a la lala. You can add some recao if you want. I don't have it at home, so I didn't add it. This is the finished product. Now I want to show you what I do is that I put the leftover in a container, and I put it in the refrigerator. And anytime anyone in the house wants some bacalaitos, they just gotta fry them, and that's it. Anyways, so there you go, bacalaitos done by Lala. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with me here in my kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave me a message below so I know you watched. And thanks again for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.